And Dawkins for GamesRadar. I'm joined by Matt Pellett, editor of official PlayStation magazine. Have we just seen the Silent Hills of virtual reality? Not many people have reported on this, but Sony have a secret game on this stand called Kitchen. Now,
yes.
It's not about domestic duties. Tell us some more.
No, although like if they tasted my cooking, maybe they'll reconsider. So Kitchen is a horror game by Capcom. Well, I say game, it's actually a tech demo, it's not necessarily linked to a full game yet. But yeah, it's basically this E3's Silent Hills. It's not quite as scary, although I've just been up in the booth watching other people play it. You were there too, Dan. There were a lot of people screaming.
Yeah, it's unreal. Like, there's people up in the stand, and you know, it's almost like it's staged. You can hear people screaming in a back room, like Sweeney Todd. People going, ah, ah. So, like, it's clearly doing its job, right?
Downstairs they're making pies. It's a bit suspicious.
Doing the screaming.
It's
made me scared.
So I didn't know what to expect walking in. I just heard a few people telling me like it's the scariest thing you'll ever play. Like, go do it. First of all, it's not the scariest thing I've ever played. PT is the scariest thing, but it's really good nonetheless. So you go into this booth around the back of the Sony private room. So you need to get into the room. You need like a media pass. And then you have to have an appointment. So it's like super hidden. When you get there, there's just this old rickety wooden chair.
Like an actual wooden chair?
An actual wooden chair that they want you to sit down in. And then they put Morpheus on your head, they put the headphones on, and they hand you a controller, and they switch it on. And you're in a kitchen, which is where the name comes from, in what looks like a massively abandoned apartment. Like, it's been gone, you know, it's been empty for years. It's a horrible place. It reminds me a lot of the film Saw. There's a guy who looks to be dead down to my left when I start playing, and there's a video camera pointing right in front of my face, a bit like that actually, but a bit closer. And you look down at your hands, and because you're holding the DualShock 4 together, your hands are naturally together, and they're actually tied in the game, and you move the DualShock around and your hands move around, and it's exactly like it looks. So you, like, taking your surroundings, throw your arms forward and you can knock the video camera over, at which point the guy to your left wakes up. So you think, uh-oh, is he good, is he bad? He stumbles over, he grabs a knife, and you think like he's going to attack you, but he doesn't, thankfully. He's a friend, so he says, hold up your bindings, I'll cut you loose. So I'm holding my hands up in front of my face and he's sawing with his knife. I'm thinking, oh no, he's going to miss, it will slip, it will go into me. Thankfully, that doesn't happen. This is where the spoilers start. So if you want to, I don't even know if it's going to be released generally, but
okay, switch off now if you don't want spoilers. But do listen, because it's going to be quite exciting.
So I guess a lot of people are familiar with the film Ring, Ringu, depending on if you're Hollywood or the original. Sadako from those films, effectively, or Lisa from PT, I guess, is a good example. Pops up behind him like blah, a nice tasty jump scare. Grabs the knife, starts stabbing at the guy. They go wheeling off. He gets chucked back across the room, presumably dead, and she comes at you with a knife and starts screaming in your face and brandishing the knife. At one point, I can't remember the exact order of the events, but she gets a knife and stabs it in your thigh. And you look down and there's a knife stuck in your thigh and it's like gushing blood.
Do you get that disconnect where you go, my actual leg? Like, do you feel, are you okay, you understand it?
Like we heard those people screaming. I'll be honest, when she popped up, I was laughing. It was my first ever Morpheus experience. It was just great fun. It felt really real, but I don't know. I don't know if I ever believed it was my leg, to be honest. The guy pops up. He's not dead. He rugby tackles her. They go wheeling off around the corner with the knife, and you hear lots of squelchy sounds and some sawing, and then the head rolls back. And for a long time, you sat there. You don't know what's going on. You're looking around. I was turning all the way around behind me to check out the room. And eventually you look down. There's the knife on the floor, and you look up, and she pops down in front of you again. And yeah, seems to kill you.
Oh, wow. Well, there we go. That's Kitchen, the secret amazing VR demo that's making people literally scream. It's really encouraging to see that VR is going to take people to different places, so not physically, of course, but mentally. Thanks for describing that, Matt. Check it out on the site, written up right now. Do subscribe to the channel for more great hands-ons from E3 as the show progresses.